The 5 calls I'd make today if I need a loan this week. Hey, gang, my name is Carl White. You are listening to Loan Officer Freedom, #1 podcast in the world today for loan officers. And I was sitting here thinking, hey, if I need a loan like right now, like this week, what would I do? And I came up with 5 different calls that I would make. So I'm calling this, how clever of me, the 5 calls I'd make today if I need a loan this week. So if I need a loan this week, I wouldn't I wouldn't start by redesigning my website. I wouldn't start by posting on social media. I wouldn't start by sitting around that hoping rates dropped. I'd start with my phone. Right, I start my phone. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through the 5 calls that I'd make today if I need a loan this week. Now, this is important that these would not be random calls. They're not cold calls to total strangers. They're not busy work calls just to make myself or yourself feel productive. These are the calls I'd make to the people that are closest to the money. Because when you need business fast, you don't start with strangers, I have found, right? You start with people that already know your name. So let's jump into it. So call number 1. Past database. So these are the people that already know you, they already trust you, and at some point said yes to you. This is one of the biggest missed opportunities for most loan officers. They look at their database like it's old news, and it's not old news. It's an absolute gold mine. I mean, these people have life happening right now. Last year, what was it? Last year, 39.7% of all loans were refinances. And I think what was the number? I think it was 59%, like almost 60% were cash out. Were cash out. And 70% of them were cash out to a higher rate by 1.5% higher than what they were currently in. So why would somebody do that? It's because when we call our past database, these are people that have life happening right now. Like somebody got married, somebody had a baby, somebody got divorced, somebody changed jobs, somebody wants to move up, somebody wants to move down. Somebody has a credit card. Like we all know that like credit card consumer debt is the highest it's ever been, and equity in their home is the biggest it's ever been. And the other thing about our past database, somebody has a brother, somebody has a sister, a cousin, a friend, a neighbor, a coworker that needs help with a mortgage. And if you're not talking to your past database, there's a very good chance that you're sitting on business and don't even know it. Now, when I'm making the call to my past database, by the way, I'm not calling with some slick pitch. I'm just simply reconnecting, calling to do a check-in and to ask a simple question that might sound like, hey, this is Carl. I helped you with mortgage the last time. Purpose of my call, I just wanted to call and thank you. How you guys doing? All that's like about a 3-minute portion of my phone call. And at the end, hey, I know you're busy. I'll let you get back to it. Hey, who do you know who has who do you know that I should be talking with right now that might need help with a mortgage? It's just that simple. That's it. Simple, natural, no weirdness, no pressure, just a real conversation. It doesn't get any easier than that. And by the way, a lot of times the loan that you need this week is simply hiding in a conversation that you should have had last week. Call number 2. You're pre-approved and looking borrowers. I get it. You've heard this. You know you should be doing it. Most people aren't. Most loan officers aren't. When we call our pre-approved and looking borrowers, these are the people that's already in motion, right? They've already raised their hand. They've already said they wanted to buy. They are the closest loans to the money that you've got, right? And yet loan officers let those people drift, right? They get pre-approved and then go radio silence, right? The loan officer goes radio silence. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by, a month goes by, and the borrower ends up using someone else or just simply loses momentum completely. So if I need a loan this week, I would absolutely positively be calling every single person I've pre-approved in the past. And I'd be asking questions like, where are you in your search? Have you seen anything you liked? What's been holding you back? Have you made an offer? No. How come? Why not? Do you need to get reconnected with your realtor? Would it help if I reached out to your agent with you? Because sometimes these people do not need a new lender. They just need a nudge, right? They need encouragement. They need clarity. They need somebody to help them get unstuck. And so very, very, very simple. And so like a simple version of that script might be, hey, just checking in, see where you are with your home search. Have you seen anything like? Have you? Let me start that again. I'd start with a simple version of the script that sounds something like this. Hey, I just calling in to check in to see where you are in your home search. Have you seen anything that you like? Right? And is there anything holding you back right now? And then find out what the problem is and solve that problem. I mean, that question alone can uncover all kinds of opportunities. And remember this that a loan doesn't usually disappear because the borrower said no. A lot of times it disappeared because nobody followed up, right? The loan officer didn't follow up. Call number three, your active referral partners, right? These are the realtors, the financial planners, the attorneys, the insurance agents, past referral partners, and anybody else who already knows you, knows who you are, and they've sent you business before. They can send you business now, right? If I need a loan this week, I'm not going to wait for them people to call me. I'm going to call them, right? And I wouldn't just call and say, "Hey, you got anybody for me?" Right? I'm going to show up with something of value. I want to ask them what they're seeing. I'm going to ask them who they're working with. I'm going to ask where their deals are getting stuck if I'm talking to real estate agents. And I just want to call and ask them what I can do for them right now as my way of saying thanks for the referrals in the past. Right? And just show them that you're there to help. Right? A simple script that might be, hey, I wanted to check in and see what you're doing in this market right now. What's working? Also, who are you working with that I can help you with? I'd love to work with you this month. And what can I do? What can I do for you now as a way of saying thanks in advance? That's a really strong call. What can I do for you right now as a way of saying thanks in advance? That simple little question, it opens the door to business, right? It opens the door to a relationship. And in this business, I'm telling you, relationship wins. Now, call number four, agents you already know, but who are not referring to you yet. Now, this one's big, right? And keep in mind now, these are not strangers, right? These are agents you've met at events, you've talked to before, maybe you did a deal once, agents that are in your phone, agents that know your name, but maybe not send you regular business. These are what I call the almost relationships. Almost relationships. And I'm going to tell you right now, my friends, there is a lot of money sitting in the almost relationships because, I like these almost relationships because I can tell you right now that warm beats cold all day long. I can do business cold, right? I can totally do that. But why do that when I can start off with warm? So if you need business fast, I don't like starting at zero if I don't have to. If I have to, I will. Like you pop me in the middle of Kansas and say, Carl, you got to bring in 10 loans in the next 60 days. What are you going to do? I'm going to go cold. Have to, right? But in my area where I've been working, where I go to church, where I go to the grocery store, where I live, I'm not starting at zero, right? I'm going to go to those people where there's already some familiarity, even though we're not working together. And all I'm going to try to do here is just restart the conversation and get a meeting. When I call them up, I'm not saying, hey, send me your deals. I call them up and say, hey, let's have a meeting. And not a long meeting either, by the way. Not some overcomplicated presentation, just like a simple 15-minute conversation. Hey there. Hey, if you're loving the tips so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and then tap the little bell so that you never miss out on more free, cool tips coming your way. Also, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment beneath there. Let me know what you think or tell me what you'd like to hear next. Right? A sample script for that might be hey, we've known each other for a while, and I just realized we haven't had a chance to work together much. And I'd love to get them together for 15 minutes, hear more about your business, and see if there's a way I can help you. Right? That works. It's simple, it's easy, it's low pressure, and it gets the ball rolling. A lot of business comes from relationships that were not dead, right? They're just dormant, right? Call number five, your current pipeline and everybody connected to it. Your current pipeline, however big or small it is, and everybody connected to it. This one may be the most overlooked of all. I've always thought this is the easiest call we can ever make, our current pipeline and everybody connected to it. These are the people that are mad if we don't call. Like if we're doing a deal and the title company and the realtors and the bar haven't heard from you, they're mad when you don't call. And that's why this one might be the most overlooked of all. So if I need a loan this week, I would absolutely be working my current pipeline for that second deal. Because the easiest next deal often comes from the deal that you're already working on now. And and of course we're talking about like the borrowers, the co-borrowers, the buying agent, the listing agent, the title company, the insurance company. I've gotten referrals from all those people. Like anybody that's tied to the active transaction. Why do we do that? Because trust is built in real time. And I find that when you communicate well, update well, solve problems well, and make people feel like they're being taken care of because you're actually taking care of them, they notice, right? And when people notice, they refer. And that's why the update calls, or what we call the just ask calls, because we're asking for more business on our update calls. That's why it matters so much, right? They're not just about, it's not about just keeping a file on track. It's about building confidence. It's about, turning that confidence into referrals. So I would absolutely be making those update calls. And I'd also be looking for the next opportunity during those calls. And it can be something simple as this. Hey, just want to give you a quick update on where things stand. Here's the update. Hey, and while I've got you, who else do you know that I should help the same way I'm helping you now? Like, just do an ask. Who else is there? Who else are you working with? I'd like to work with you twice this month. Right? That's not pushy. It's natural. And when you've done a good job, that question lands really, really well. I mean, one deal should lead to the next deal. And if it's not leading to the next deal, there's usually an opportunity being missed somewhere. It's probably not because you've been dropping the ball, it's just they simply haven't been asking. All right, real quick recap. The 5 calls: number one, past database; number two, your pre-proven looking borrowers; number three, your active referral partners; number four, agents that you know who are working but not referring to you yet; and call number five, your current pipeline and everyone connected to it. Now, here's the big lesson. If I need a loan this week, I would not go looking for a more complicated strategy. I would not be hunting for some magic funnel, some magic beans, a silver bullet. I would not convince myself that I need better rates, better branding, or more leads before I can win. I would just simply go talk to people, the right people, the people closest to the money, closest to my next deal, right? The people where trust already exists, at least at some level. The people where momentum at some level already exists, right? The people where one good conversation could turn into, like one simple next conversation could turn into a closing, because the fastest loans usually come from the warmest conversations. And I think that's where a lot of loan officers get tripped up. They think the answer is out there somewhere, and it's usually not. It's usually in your phone. It's usually in your pipeline. It's usually in your database. It's usually already in the relationships that you've already started. So if you need a loan this week, here's my advice: quit overcomplicating it. Like, pull out your phone, make those 5 calls, have real conversations, have real relationships, right? Ask good questions, listen carefully, and then follow up. Follow up. Look, activity creates clarity. Start some activity, right? And I'm telling you, the businesses you need is likely a whole lot closer than you think. Hey, I got to give a real quick shout out here. I mean, this is a perfect example of somebody that did this. I just got a text literally just this morning from a dear friend of mine, one of our alliance members, Tara McCafferty. She's over in the Orlando area. She shot me a text this morning. I'm going to read it. It said, "Good morning. First quarter 2025, 13 units for 4.5 million. First quarter for 2026, in other words, year to date, for the first quarter last year, she did 13 units for the quarter and 4.5 million. Not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. A year later, same quarter, first quarter this year, she went from 13 units to 22 units, and she went from 4.5 million to $6,728,659, $49. So she went from 13 units to 22 units, from 4.5 million to 6.7 million. Same time of year, 1 year later. Why? How'd she do it? By making those phone calls, making those 5 phone calls. It's just that simple. Not a magic dust. It's just rolling up your sleeves and doing what needs to be done. So that's it. So Hey, if you'd like help building a simple plan, you want to go over some of these scripts, you want to build a plan around some of this stuff. That's the exact kind of thing that we do with loan officers every day. And I'm getting ready to start another group where I personally will be working with you together, me and you, and I'd love to tell you more about that. So if you the best way to learn more about you and I working together. If you go to getmoreloans.com and tell them that you're interested in working with me personally, they'll help you get set up. That's what we do in the Alliance. Is It's myself and my partner Jimmy Reed, and we personally work with you to help you get the results that you deserve, just like we've been working with Tara. Now, Tara, I just have to say this. Tara says, "Hey, Carl," I think she said something like, "Hey, without you, this would have never happened." And I'm going to say that's, and I told her the same thing. Tara deserves all the credit. She's the one that picked up the phone. She's the one that did the work. She's the one that said, "Hey, please hold me accountable." She's the one that said, "Help me structure, help me stay on pace, help me stay motivated, help me stay energized, help me make sure I do the things that I need to be doing." She's the one that actually made it happen. So getmoreloans.com, getmoreloans.com. Stop sitting on the sidelines. It's time to take action. It's your turn now. Getmoreloans.com. I'll talk to you when you call in, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks again. Bye bye.